Hey, it's Callum Richards here, sitting with Rhys Christofa, the #1 real estate agent in Engadine, mate. Thanks for joining us, appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, anytime, all good. So, how long have you been in real estate now, Rhys?
So 11 years.
Yeah, cool.
Primarily in the last 2 years, I actually moved from a completely different area to focus in Engadine. So my wife and I bought a house here and then I decided to focus on this market. So 11 years in the game, 2 years selling in Engadine.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. How long did it take you to become the #1 agent in Engadine?
6 months.
Did it?
Yeah. Yeah, 6 months.
Far out.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
Yeah.
That's so good. So you started using K2X. Hey, buddy. Started using K2X now. How's the experience been? What's been
So I, basically the issue I was having, the reason why I used K2X was it got to a point where I was sort of holding, you know, upwards of 8 to 10 active campaigns at a time. And then what happened there is the prospecting for new business slowed down because of the amount of buyer work and running those campaigns. Obviously you guys called me, spoke to me about the your system and what it was. And then I think we trialled out, was it like a couple of weeks at the start?
Yeah, it was a couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks at the start.
Gave you a shot.
I basically gave you my database and said, go for that. And then it was 3 listings in 2 weeks.
Mate, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal. So what services did you use?
I used, primarily I gave you the database to start. That was kind of the trial for me. I thought, all right, we'll give you a shot. And then basically once you went through that, we did it again for a second time. Got some, because obviously the people that didn't answer, we had some traction there. And then we used the system for database growth. So that was a mix between old OFI books that I had lying around and then the cold calling.
How many calls did you end up getting K2X to do and what were the results like?
Oh, I think off the top of my head, you'd probably be able to help, but I think it was around, we started with 3,000, which was the whole database. And initially we set aside a budget and then we worked it out and it worked out to be about 3,000 calls.
So how many appointments end up getting set for you in those campaigns?
Well, I know from the 3,000 we did, I had 3 listings which I listed and sold. So that was great. That basically, as you know, paid for the campaign that we run and more.
It's always good.
Yeah, absolutely. So it was a good return on investment there. The problem I actually had, which I called you about, was the fact that I had too many appointments that were being booked throughout the week. So I think we're averaging about 10 MAs a week.
Awesome.
With the top week, as you know, being 19 MAs.
Yeah, cool.
Which was just chaotic, but good in a way.
Chaotically good.
Chaotically good.
Yeah, awesome. Well, that's cool. All right, Rhys. So what would you say to someone who's maybe watching this video right now, who's sitting on the fence about using K2X, our service? What would you say to them?
Definitely give them a go. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, all real estate agents, we got marketing budgets. I haven't had, to be honest, out of all the DL drops I've done, and I've probably dropped about, I consistently were doing 30,000 a month in drops.
Okay.
That was costing me about $3,000 a month, around about that. I've only ever got one property that I've got, which turned out to be a listing from that. So you look at the year's investment there and the return on investment, it is much, the hit ratio is much bigger when I use you guys. And obviously that's why I continue to use you, because it's not just stuff that's going out that's rubbish. You know, people, you are obviously all trained, because that was my biggest thing when I started. I wanted to know, especially if we're using my name, what was being said. And we did a couple of calls between us and I was really confident in that, and the results have proven. So if you're an agent watching this and you sort of want to take it to that sort of next level, I think, definitely give Cal a call. As I said, the return on investment for me, just from those 3 listings, it's been fantastic. So,
mate, thank you. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Really appreciate it, bro.
No worries, mate. All the best.
Yeah, thank you. So there you have it. Rhys uses us. Start using us.